Yo, what's going on? Carmination, it's your boy Tristan, aka Sriracha DFS, coming to you guys back with another NBA DFS DraftKings Picks video for February 5th, 2022, where I do a very breakdown of the slate, give you guys the best plays from each team, and yeah, if you guys are new here, please make sure to subscribe to the DFS Karma YouTube channel for more daily media content and our live streams. Also, make sure you like the video if our content indeed does help you. If you enjoy it or if it helps you in any way, please go ahead, hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. And yeah, if you're new here as well, be sure to check the description for a link to our free chat, to our DFS Karma chat room, where we talk about a lot of the sports. We got NFL, NBA, NHL, esports, PGA, etc. We have sports betting, props, DFS, and just talk in general. So if you're interested, please go ahead and visit that link down in the description below. And with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this 5-game slate. Usually we would do a review of yesterday's slate, but I actually don't have the sheet pulled up for the portal, and it won't load because it's 1 a.m. over here. So stats, or I guess projections from the last slate aren't up anymore. So unfortunately cannot go do a review for the last slate, but as you can see on the left side of the screen, we have SaberSim's projections for tomorrow's slate. Yeah, let's just get right into it. We got a 5-gamer on a Saturday. Not too big of a slate. Obviously, the 9-gamer yesterday was a lot better, but more condensed slate, more condensed ownership, so you're going to have to basically pick your spots well. Miami at Charlotte, first game on the slate. Charlotte's on a back-to-back here. We have Jimmy Butler as probable, Victor Oladipo out, PJ Tucker's questionable, Max Strus I believe is questionable as well, Caleb Martin questionable as well. So all these guys, basically their depth is all questionable. Yurtsevin just came back, which is, I guess, okay. Just gives them more depth, but they do have Bam and Dwayne Dedmon back. Not sure if Yurtsevin's going to see any minutes at all. I like Tyler Hero at 6.2K. Surprisingly, he did better with Lowry back in, which is strange to me, but I don't know. I think it has to do something with because Lowry's in. Lowry doesn't take too many shots. Hero has more opportunities for the ball to reach his hands and to make a play, rather than if Lowry was out, that responsibility would be on the rest of his teammates as well. So maybe Hero's better with Lowry. So he's definitely worth a look in GPPs at 6.2K. If Strus, Caleb Martin do sit, you see Gabe Vincent get a little bump up off the bench. Duncan Robinson's minutes should be a little bit more secure. And that's all I got for y'all. If PJ Tucker plays, he's worth a look as a punt value. And yeah, Jimmy Butler, if he plays, I like that as a pay up spot, but not too much at 9.5. On the Charlotte side, no injuries besides Jalen McDaniels as questionable. He sat out last night. Yeah, I mean, everyone's basically healthy. It's tough to pick anyone here. LaMelo didn't even see like the ending of that game yesterday. Terry Rozier would be my guy here most likely, as Miami struggles against shooting guards. Gordon Hayward came back yesterday. Terrible shooting night. They're only 30 minutes. It's going to be kind of tough. Kelly Oubre is worth a look in GPPs. It's tough for him to have a repeat performance, though. But yeah, besides that, I don't think I'd go into anyone else. Phoenix versus Washington, next game on the slate. Kaminsky out, Cameron Payne out, Landry Shamet, Abdel Nader, Dario Saric out for the Suns. And first thing that catches my eye, Jay Crowder is very cheap at 4K if he's going to play his 30-some minutes like he is. Definitely too cheap at 4K. Cam Johnson definitely going to go back down. I like him if he were a little bit cheaper. since he is relegated back to a bench role. 4.9K still is a little bit too pricey for me. He's worth a look though, seeing that we just saw him put up 28.5, but at the same time, I want more upside at his price, so I'm not too sure if I'd touch him there, especially with like DeAndre in 25 minutes, 24 minutes. He should seeing an uptick in minutes, especially in this matchup. I love him in this matchup. Obviously, it's going to be tough because you don't know his minute outlet or his minute projection, so tread lightly with him, but this would be the matchup if he were to break out from his, I guess, his comeback from injury or COVID, whatever he was dealing with. So 7.1K, I like that price for him there. Devin Booker at 9.4, I'm probably going to fade because he's so expensive with everyone back. Chris Paul, it's either Chris Paul or Devin Booker if you're going to play one of them, but I think I'm going to fade both tomorrow. I like Ayton, I like Jay Crowder. And the Washington side, we have Bradley Beal out, meaning that Dinwiddie and Kuzma get bumps. Thomas Bryant is back, so Gafford should probably get relegated to the bench. Actually, scratch that on the DeAndre Ayton pick. If Thomas Bryant starts, it's going to be tough for Ayton to cover him out on the perimeter. I'm not too sure. I do believe Thomas Bryant is a better defender than Gafford, so Washington's center defense definitely gets better. Not sure by how much, but Ayton definitely has to struggle with a guy who likes to play the perimeter a little more than Gafford. So Ayton's strictly a GPP play for me now, but he does have the chance to break out still, in my opinion. With that being said, KCP, worth a look in GPPs, really cheap. His role should be expanded without Beal. Obviously, he's had bad shooting nights. You're looking for a great shooting night for him to pay off his price. Besides that, don't think I'd touch anyone else on this Washington team. On the New York at Lakers, we have Derrick Rose out. That's all that matters, really. We have RJ Barrett at 6.9K. I like that price for him. Lakers haven't been great at guarding forwards lately. Fournier, sheesh. This dude just doesn't stop going off like at random spots. I don't know if I'm going to touch him tomorrow. 5.6K. You're looking for like 30 from him. He's so on-off. Same with Mitchell Robinson. He has a tough task guarding AD tomorrow. Not sure if I'm going to like that spot for him. Besides that, I mean, it's tough to play any of these other guys with how inconsistent this entire team is. Julius Randle being one of them. Just went nuts. Well, he got ejected. Damn, son. Usually he does good against Lakers. So I don't hate this spot for him. I do think he's worth a look in GBPs. A low-owned spend-up for sure. And that's all I got for the New York side. On to the Lakers side. LeBron James is doubtful. Carmelo Anthony is out, which is pretty big considering he was one of their main scorers when LeBron was out for a little bit before this. So with that being said, we should see increased minutes for Talen Horton-Tucker. Austin Reeves, worth a look in super deep GPP. If you're playing some, I guess some super fat entry contest, then yeah, you can take a look at him. But at the same time, I don't think the upside is there with AD and Westbrook in. I think Malik Monk is definitely worth a look at 6K with no Melo as well. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the scoring responsibility. AD definitely a spend up tomorrow. Will probably be a little bit chalky since his role is more solidified than the other studs on the slate. So yeah, I think that's all I got for the Lakers side here. Next game we go OKC at Sacramento. OKC on a back-to-back. Shea out, Jerome Robinson out, Aaron Wiggins out, Isaiah Roby out as well. So the people who've been getting bumps with all these guys out still have bumps. Josh Giddey in a good matchup against Sacramento. Didn't do too well today. I mean, for his price at least. But he does have upside in a matchup against Sacramento, who's not great at D. They play fast paced, but 7.6K, you're looking for 40. You want 40 from him. I think Lou Dort definitely still sees a bump without Shea. I like that price for him, 6.4K. Darius Baisley started. I like this price for him too. Shot terrible from the field, barely shot actually, 1 for 6, but still had more than 25 fantasy points at 4.3K. I love that a lot. This guy let me down hella today. I broke a rule of mine and I played a guy after a career high, and that's something I usually don't do. So I'm gonna go back to this full today. 4 for 17 from the field, 1 for 9 from 3. Sacramento, it's not great at guarding the 3. They play fast. They're not great at defense. I'm looking for a bounce back here at 4.1K. It looks like his role is solidified. 4 of 17 from the field. He's a shooter. So he's definitely in play for me tomorrow, especially with no Aaron Wiggins. Kyrie Williams is definitely worth a look in GPPs as a value play as well. On the Sacramento side, we have De'Aaron Fox as questionable. He has missed, I think, the last 7 games, which is huge. If he were to sit, I'd love Halliburton. Bagley's questionable as well. If he were to sit, then Rashawn Holmes gets a bump. Harrison Barnes gets a bump as well. Also forgot to mention, if Halliburton sits, or if Fox sits, I do love me some Davion Mitchell. Has been going nuts without De'Aaron Fox. And so, with that being said, I do think De'Aaron Fox is expendable, so they should ship De'Aaron Fox away. Anyways, Marvin Bagley being out also helps Med too. We see some more minutes for him off the bench. Damian Jones also gets a little bump, seeing that him and Rashawn are the ones to split the center minutes. Besides that, I don't think I touch anyone else here. Buddy Hield's 5K. Going back, he's not actually going back to Oklahoma, so he could. I mean, he always has the potential to go nuts. It's just that his last 3-4 games haven't been too pleasing, which could mean he's due for one. But at the same time, we need Fox news. Last game is Milwaukee at Portland. Brook Lopez still out for the Bucks, and everyone's basically healthy besides that. So it's going to be tough to play anyone here, especially with Portland being on a back-to-back after, I believe, let's see what happened. They lost to the Thunder on the road, or at home. So I don't think they'll take this. I don't think they'll take this win. It's going to be tough for them to win and keep it competitive. With that being said, I do like a couple people from the Milwaukee side for GPPs, and that would be Drew Holiday and Grayson Allen. The others, I guess, are too pricey for me, especially with this blowout potential. Like, look at this. Damian Lillard out. Norman Powell got traded, so he's out. Larry Nance is questionable to play today. He didn't play yesterday. Robert Covington is out. Nasir Little is out, and Cody Zeller is out. So they rolled with Elby at small forward today. He was a pretty good value. I do like him for value again tomorrow. Watford, never mind. And that's it for value here. I mean, you can play Anthony. It's going to be a tough matchup against Drew Holiday. CJ McCollum has a tough matchup as well. I don't know. I mean, Nurkic did well today. I wrote him up in the GPP plays. Obviously, didn't do as well as I wanted him to. He shot 6 for 19 from the field. It would have been better if he could put the ball in it a little more, but it's going to be a tough matchup for him tomorrow. So, honestly, I might stay away from this Portland side. I love this OKC-Sacramento game the most. Next would probably be the Phoenix-Washington game and then the New York Laker game. So, that wraps up this NBA DFS DraftKings Picks video for February 5th, 2022. Again, if you liked the video, please go ahead, click that like button if I helped you out in any way. If you did enjoy this at all, go ahead and subscribe if you're new. And yeah, let's have a great Saturday. Have a good weekend, everybody. Good luck in your contest. And yeah, it's your boy Tristan, aka Sriracha DFS, and I am out. Peace.